show. Is there any time?
Yes, yes. 10 minutes plus
10 minutes plus 2. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Honorable Chair of the session, Janab Arif Mohammed Basheer, and distinguished dignitaries on the stage and off the stage, my dear colleagues. Before entering to my presentation paper, at the very outset, I must pay my tribute to the honorable guide, philosopher, scholar, thinker, and the motivator of this conference also, Badiuzzaman, Singh Nursi. Exactly, has done a great job, a great work. I remember his words as to the reply to Gladstone, the British Secretary for Colonies, for his speech, taking Holy Quran in his one hand. He said that so long as the Muslims has the Quran, we shall be unable to dominate them. We must be either take it from them or make them lose them love of it. Very boldly, Badiuzzaman Sayyid Nursi replied for that. I shall prove and demonstrate to the world that the Quran is an undying, inextinguishable sun. It was very happy to know that this incident was the real motivating factor to lead the writing of his masterpiece work, Risale-e-Nur. My topic is the redefinition of Islamic education, Islam Hadhari in the perspective of Badiuzzaman Sayyid Nursi. Inshallah, within 10 minutes, by using 20 slides, I will try to convey my ideas. This is my flow presentation, background, aims and objectives of Islamic education, Islam Hadhari on education, educational philosophy of Sayyid Nursi, comparison and conclusion. There is no need of this slide, I think. In the Holy Quran, there are more than 800 references related to the knowledge and importance of the knowledge, everything. As we know, the first ayah is Iqra bismi rabbika alladhi khalaq, khalaqa al-insana min 'alaq. So many ayah we know. فَقُلْ رَبِّ زِدْنِي عِلْمًا قُلْ هَلْ يَسْتَوِي الَّذِينَ يَعْلَمُونَ وَالَّذِينَ لَا يَعْلَمُونَ. So many ayah we can see. For the Arabic language, has 3 terms for education representing various dimensions of the educational process: ilm, tarbiyah, and ta'deeb. Ilm, it means to learn. Tarbiyah, it means spiritual and ethical nurturing. Ta'deeb, to be cultured, refined, and well managed. Education as a process that involves the complete person, including the rational, spiritual, and social dimension. Balanced growth of the total personality. There are some definitions from Sayyid Muhammad al-Naqi. It is the ultimate goal of about permanence, and all education points the permanent goal of eternity. I'm skipping. Now I'm coming to the concept of Islam Hadhari. What is Islam Hadhari? Islam Hadhari means civilizational Islam. Islam is a comprehensive code of conduct and a way of life, an organic whole that we call civilization. It stresses the civilization aspect of Islam to enhance the comprehensive development of the society. There are two definitions for Islam Hadhari, one from Abdullah Ahmad Badawi, former then Prime Minister of Malaysia, in his book Islam Hadhari, a model approach for progressive development. Islam Hadhari is an approach that emphasizes development consistent with the tenets of Islam and is focused on enhancing the quality of life. Another definition from eminent scholar Professor Muhammad Basheer, it is an approach toward regeneration and renewal of society and civilization of the 21st century in accordance with noble values and injections of Islam. We can understand that Islam Hadhari is a scientific effort to create an alternative model to Western modernity and multiculturalism. This Islam Hadhari concept introduced in Malaysia by the current Prime Minister of Malaysia that time, Abdullah Ahmad Badawi in 2004, and the distinguished Arab writers like Sayyid Ramadan al-Buddhi, Abid al-Jabri, Wahab Zuhaili, Rashid Ghanouchi, they began to employ the term Islam Hadhari in the 1990s in preference to other expressions such as political Islam or militant Islam. What are the main principles of Islam Hadhari? These are the main principles: faith and piety as fundamental foundation of Islamic civilization, just and trustworthy government, free and independent people, vigorous pursuit and mastery of knowledge, balanced and comprehensive economic development, good quality of life for the people. Number 7, protection of the rights of women and minorities. Number 8, cultural and moral integrity, the safeguarding of natural resources and the environment, strong defense capabilities. Islam. These are some characteristics of Islam Hadhari: regeneration of the Muslim civilization. Islam Hadhari calls for renewal of Islamic civilization through a rigorous pursuit of knowledge. These are their views on education. Islam Hadhari, we Muslim Ummah are Ummatan Wasata, a justly balanced community. So we have to incumbent the Muslims to take balanced approach to life in all their activities. Knowledge of religion must be complemented to mastery of modern sciences such as mathematics, physics, chemistry, etc. Without the mastery and application of modern sciences, they will be unable to progress. Albert Einstein, I quote, "Science without religion is lame, religion without science is blind." Islam Hadhari in education, they aim to strengthen faith, piety, integrity and character. And also a rigorous pursuit of religious knowledge as well as the mastery of present-day sciences are indispensable requirements of Islam Hadhari. And what are the educational philosophies of Sayyid Nursi? Through some quotations, I want to explore what are the basics of education philosophy of Sayyid Nursi. Knowledge of God, the Almighty Allah, is the essence of reality and the fruit of man's existence and his aim. According to this idea, knowledge, love and belief are very much interrelated. This interrelationship forms the basis of Nursi's view of education. I quote, says Nursi, "The light of the conscience is the religious sciences. The light of the mind is exact sciences. A reconciliation of both manifests the truth. The student's skills develop further with these two sciences. When they are separated from the former, superstition, and from the latter, corruption and skepticism is born." These are quotations. All the science make known the Creator, each with his own particular term. And Badiuzzaman, the great Islamic university, this was his educational thinking. That time, there are 3 schools of thought: modern schools, religious schools, and dervish lords in the last periods of Ottoman. Then therefore, he gives a great importance to his project, Badiuzzaman, in combination of all the 3s. The people of religious schools accuse the people of modern schools of weakness of belief due to their outward appearance. The people of modern schools regard the people of religious schools as insufficient and ignorant because they do not know about the new cultures of sciences. The differences in the views and the methods unsettled the Islamic ethics and prevented people from the contemporary civilization. When they are realized, those 3 branches will develop in the harmony and reach higher ranks. These are some excerpts and comparison. The 2 concepts, Islam Hadhari and the education philosophy of Sayyid Nursi, they talks about integration of 2 learning. In an Islamic system of education, the study of modern sciences complements the acquisition of religious knowledge. The two types of learning must be integrated. Advocates both the Islam Hadhari and Sayyid Nursi's concept advocates a culture of free inquiry and rational scientific thinking that encompasses the spheres of both theory and practice within the belief of God. Moral character-based education, another thing. Then study of science leads into the self-realization. Modern sciences and Islamic sciences are complementary, not contradictory. Before going to the conclusion, I want to see some slides. What is happening around the world? This is the percentage of world contribution for scientific articles from UNESCO report 2003. The percentage of contribution from USA, it is 30. Japan 8.2, UK 7.9, Germany 7.2, France 5.7, Israel 1.1. And coming to the Islamic world, what happened? Egypt only 3.0, 0.3, Saudi Arabia 0.1, Lebanon 0.04, Morocco, Algeria, Libya, and Tunisia together 0.03 of percentage, Jordan, Syria 0.2, and Bahrain 0.01, Yemen, Oman, UAE 0.008 percentage. 30% of the Islamic countries' populations live below the poverty line. 22 of the 50 least developed countries in the world are OECD member states. These are under the Sustainable Development Bank for Muslim countries, only 1.18% of total science and technology manpower. Noting that OECD makes 22 of Tokyo alone, 170 universities in Thailand. This is the current picture of the Muslim world. So, we have to recapture the historic legacy. During the golden age of the Islamic Empire, when the Western Europe was intellectually backward and stagnant, Islamic scholarship flourished with an impressive. This is the high time for redefinition of Islamic education. So, I conclude my presentation with the quoting of Ustad Badiuzzaman Sayyid Nursi as his reply to a Russian soldier. Sir, you are talking about the Renaissance, but we can see only the backwardness and disunity in the Muslim world. So, Badiuzzaman Sayyid Nursi replied for that, I am astonished at your non-understanding. Do you think it possible that this winter will continue? Every winter is followed by spring, and every night by a day. At that time, that soldier replied, but the Islamic world is all broken up, fragmented, said the Russian soldier. Nursi replied, they have gone to study. It is like this. India is the able son of Islam. It is studying in the high school of the British. Egypt is a clever son of Islam. It is taking lessons from the British school for the civil servants. Caucasia and Turkestan are two valiant sons of Islam. They are training in the Russian War Academy and so on. You see, after these noble sons of Islam have received their diplomas, each will lead a continent and waving the banner of Islam, their just and mighty Father on the horizons of perfection. They will proclaim the mystery for pre-eternal wisdom inherent in mankind in the view of pre-eternal divine determining and in the face of obstinate faith. By these words, I conclude my speech. Wa akhiru da'wana alhamdulillahi rabbil alamin. Assalamu alaikum.